Today I want to bring back this idea of a collection game with Gen 2 and 5 together. But first, let's look at your thoughts and comments from the last video. You can subscribe to support the channel. Look forward to more great videos like these ones. Let's do this. So in the last video, we talked about how Gen 2 or Gen 5 could get a remake this year. And I would love if it was Gen 2. A Gen 5 update would have me found feral. You have no idea how long I've wanted a Gen 5 appreciation. That is great. I mean, it has been a while since we had a Gen 5. We had a nice Gen 5 appreciation in Scarlet and Violet, the part 2 of DLC. So that was really nice. But I know what you're saying. Heart Gold Soul Silver is the pinnacle of Pokemon. It can never be topped. It's that bloody good. I love that hype for that for the remake of Gen 2. Heart Gold Soul Silver was brilliant. I'm with you there. Where is that Gen 2 Wild Battle theme from? That is from Scarlet and Violet. The first part of the DLC, it's on the camera. There's like a little radio. Yeah, it's a cool little battle. Like they put the little battle theme in there just for like a little hint. It's pretty cool. I hope they make either Heart Gold Soul Silver or Gen 5 remake. Yeah, nice one. I want that too. Either would be fine. It should be Gen 2. You're right. They should not touch Gen 5. If it's Johto, most likely a Let's Go version. Makes sense, right? It does make sense. They're done with the Burnt Diamond and Shining Pearl, so I mean if they wanted to use the game's engine and aesthetic, they could use that to port over Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Let's hope they don't go down the brilliant the Shining Pearl route and just go down the Heart Gold Soul Silver route, which would be very nice. But maybe a lot of work for them, I'm not sure. I think it'll be Gen 5 with an expansion into other parts of the region, except since it's based on New York, maybe it'll have elements of Gen 2 where you start out in America, then you get a whole 8 new gems and story in Canada. Sounds pretty cool, yeah. With Gen 2 getting a Legends format. That's interesting, yeah. Because right now we're getting a Legends, yeah, which is in Kalos. Well, let me say. So to give us a Legends Gen 2 like right before it would be madly insane and highly doubtful, but I mean it would be very cool. Don't get me wrong, it's a good idea. However, I don't know how they'll do different forms for the 3 dogs, even though those already have forms in Gen 9. Yes. Not a huge fan of the daycare. I don't want to have to go somewhere to hatch and get an egg. I want to be able to do it on the spot. That's fair enough. I used to think that Scarlet and Violet was going to have like an egg incubator, maybe like in Pokemon Go, where you actually can just go round the. So you can still do this in game. You can go around with your eggs in your party, and hatch them, but you've still got to get the picnic out and then do all that and wait for the eggs. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's just not very fun for me. I'm not sure. Gen 5 is okay, but the DS is still a great way to play Gen 5, so I don't think it needs a remake. True, very true. I want Gen 5 remake. We already have Heart Gold Soul Silver and releases on 3DS. What I do want is Gen 2 on GBA NSO. I'm upset we haven't gotten that already. I'm very upset they haven't even got like any of them. We haven't got any, we haven't got Gen 1, Gen 2 or Gen 3 on the Switch. We've only got a Gen 4 remake. That's all we've got. We've not even got like any like ports of any Pokemon game on the Switch, which is ridiculous. What the hell's happening there? Come on. I don't think Gen 2 will get remade. Game Freak views Heart Gold Soul Silver as the pinnacle of Pokemon, and they know they can't top it. Very true, yeah. They probably know they can't even make another one, so it's like, just leave it how it is. And then apply that. Maybe it's a generational thing, but I agree with you. I think Pokemon started to hit its stride with Gen 3, and by the end of Gen 4 they perfected it. So many great features in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Heart Gold Soul Silver's top 5 remakes out there. They shouldn't try to remake them again. I hear what you're saying, Game Freak shouldn't touch either. I think that's true as well, right? They probably shouldn't touch it either. Like, just leave them Game Freak. Leave them how they are. Cool. So there's some of the comments that I got for that video, and yeah, I can hear all of your thoughts. I can hear your thoughts on this. So, but let's come back around to the idea of a collection game that would have Gold and Silver and Black and White 1 and 2 all remade for one collection game. Sounds awesome, right? You can start in either of the regions, pick your starter of choice and set off on 2 amazing journeys, or 3 if you count White 2 and Black 2. I can see 2 ideas on how they would tackle this. First way would be they remake the games into Let's Go EV style, but without the Let's Go catch system. It would be traditional catching but overworld encounters like Let's Go or Sword and Shield. This would be a cool and safe way to approach it, because Let's Go Eevee is a beautiful looking game, and Gen 2 and Gen 5 would look awesome in that style. They would add new features to these games, like Follow-on Pokemon to Gen 5, and Gen 2 already had it. The Follow-on would act more like Let's Go Eevee style, which was really good in my opinion. The Pokemon actually kind of stayed with you sometimes, and it felt more right. I don't know. Gen 5 would be all in one, like how it has a second game with a new story. That would just be the post game of Black and White, which would make us all happy, to be honest. Black and White 2 are really great games. They could even have the catching style from Let's Go in the bug catching event that's in Gen 2 for a fun minigame. Second way would be that they remake the games 1-to-1 like BDSP was, and yes, there is a lot of people that would not like this direction for their favourite gens. It would be simple remakes, the 2D sprite just made 3D, some little add-ons, but you're going to get what you got years ago on those games. Probably no point. You could just go get your DS open, play Heart Gold Soul Silver or Black and White, and there you go. You've got your hours of fun. You don't need to buy these ones. Now, yeah, that's not too bad, because a collection game is very ambitious of Game Freak anyway. Like, I mean, they're calling Legends EA the ambitious game right now, so Game Freak can pull anything out of the hat. I personally really like if they went for the Let's Go style of graphics in this collection remake, or heck, even if it was not a collection and just one remake of either of the 2 gens, I would be happy with that style. A Let's Go Johto or a Let's Go Unova, I'm totally fine with that. Game Freak, please do the right thing. I mean, they did create a new sub-company for Elka called Pokemon Works, so maybe they are working on this collection remake and won't get held back this time with what they can add to it. We'll see. Let me know in the comments what you all think about this collection game, and yeah, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.